This is Paul. Yes. You know, this suing, yes, these lawsuits that I keep telling you about, yeah. The parenting plan requires the parent that petitions the court, yes, to not make any material false statements known as false reporting. Now, for every parenting plan I find, yes, in each and every county of the United States, yes, where the judge says, well, I don't know. The false reporting is a contempt of court, and you cannot give the legal representation of the five minors named to a parent that is irresponsible, yes, and makes material false statements to the judge. Now, for 8 years, my sons have been with a woman, yes, that had to have lied, material false statements, yes, would had to have, well, I'm going to want them today, and I'm going to sue, yes, each and every county, yes, or a judge sat there and said, well, I just don't know. You have an obligation, yes, rules, the laws of the cities, yes, the laws of the state, yes, the federal laws, and then there are the rights of the minors named to be legally represented by the responsible parent, right, that gets notice of court hearings. Now, my sons should not be living with my wife, and you as a court will have to remove your fraud. Yeah. Then I will sue you, yes, for hate crimes. Oh, racketeering. And then there's the accessories in the Seattle Police Department. Give me every parenting plan of every dissolution of marriage in every county of the United States. Now, when I say that they're large lawsuits, I'm not going to underestimate. Yes. See, I would say $100 billion. You'd say no, and I'd say yes. Okay. You're going to give me a large amount of money. Mooch. Now, there's what's known as victims' rights. Yes. I explained to you the Child's Victims' Rights Bill. Then there's victims' resources. You owe me the victims' resources of being, yes, discriminated against, prejudiced, the victim of hate crimes. And I want to speak to Marilyn. Now, I gave you a picture of Susan Bowers. Yes. Did you think that Mike Van Proyn should be involved in the parenting plan of Marilyn Van Proyn when he utilized malicious harassment against myself and herself? Now, as a court, yes, Mike is not going to be involved in the parenting of Marilyn's 6 children. Now, let's say I found out that Marilyn disagreed with me. Is that what you're going to do, Marilyn? I would say she would be an irresponsible parent, if she allowed for her spouse to have anything to do with their five biological children, yes, and the one adopted daughter, yes. Now, this is just one indication, yes, where Mike, yes, was maliciously harassing Marilyn Van Proyn. Now, I would say that it would be better for Marilyn Van Proyn to want to speak to me, yes, because the thought of her as the responsible legal representative, yes, of the five biological children, though they're not minors still, and the adopted daughter from Haiti. Now, I'm going to want to talk to her about what she's going to do as a responsible parent because I'm going to help her understand what she's going to do.